Kia ora. Just want to round off how to sharpen the blade of the pruners. A couple of things that I want to include in there that I should have mentioned in the other video. So to do with the blade, like I've said, the face is quite important. It really needs to be flat, and how we gauge that is we put a flat edge on it. So we'll use this file for example. So we put that file on there, and what we want is that to be flat from there all the way through, and we don't want to see a gap. And I'll show you that in another position. We don't want it to be rocking. Your straight edge, it would be good if you had a square or a steel ruler or something like that to put on it, and then gauge how flat that is. The next thing is if your face needs work, you need a flat file. Okay, so this one here is the one that I use for my pruners. Right? It's a nice long one. Okay, goes all the way through, right to the handle. Right, it's fine. You know, you can see the lines there. They're quite close. It's not really big, wide lines of the file. Just about like a chainsaw file, except it's a lot thicker and a lot heavier. Okay. I like the length because I can put my hand down here and then guide it with my hand back there when I push through. So I start at the top here, hold this end, bang, push through. Okay. So that's the file. When I was talking about that edge burred over, if we are looking through a microscope, so we're enlarging the end of the steel of the edge of the blade. This is what that burr would look like. Okay, it will come down and then the steel would fold over. So when you're pushing your thumb up against the bottom, that's the burr you feel. Right? And when you put your stone on there and you stone that piece off, well, when that piece is gone, then the steel's sharp. It's at its finest. You won't get any closer than that. Okay. If I take this away again, and I'll just want to explain the blade again, or the flatness of it. So here, if we just pretend this is a straight edge, now I'm holding that flat. Now you can see, hang on a minute, am I holding it flat? I'm not. That's got a bit of a rock there. See that rock? So if I rock it back to the edge, there, it's on the edge. See how far the gap is from the blade? And then if I rock it back over, there, see how far it lifts up off the back? Okay, that's rounded. Okay, you can see how it's just rolling over. That's a rounded face. So this is when you use this blade, this file, sorry, and you try and flatten that out so it's nice and flat. Okay, so you keep filing along the whole face of this blade to try and get it flat. Right? Then once you do that, this is the same for your sharpening. Okay, so you'll flatten that out like that, pushing through, flattening it all out, trying to get that round off. You don't want to file down right down to the edge. Okay, you want to get it flat, and you want to leave a little bit of edge right along the front there, a little bit unfiled. Okay, the file hasn't touched this piece. The file hasn't touched the front edge. Okay. When you've got that little piece left there, and you've got it nice and straight back here, your face is flat from the tip right down to there, and you've got that little bit there that's untouched. That's when you've got your face flat, and that's when you can stop and then start using your stone. Start using your stone to get that edge that I explained. And probably that's one of the things that's pretty important as well, is putting time into it. Okay? Giving it a bit of love, giving it a bit of aroha, giving it a bit of TLC. Okay, it's not going to happen if you're going to come to work and then sharpen it for bang, 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 bang. Oh yeah, that's nice and sharp, and then carry on. Okay, there's got to be a little bit of time and effort put into it at home to make things easier for you at work. Okay, and it will eventually come to a point where you're using it, bang, 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 and then end of the day, and then you're like, oh, it's still quite sharp. Maybe I'll get another day in. Come to the next day, bang, bang, bang. Do your day's tally. Oh, I might need a little bit of a touch-up now. Now, the touch-up should only be the edge. Nothing else. It should just be the edge. Right? You don't have to do the face, because it's already flat. Right? You've already flattened the face, so there's nothing to do there. Everything is on the edge. Okay. So it can be, for me, sometimes, or most times, it can be a quick touch up of the edge, and then I'm right. I'm right for the day. Okay. Where I find that I've got to work at it at home is when I might do my edge too thick. My edge might get too thick, and then I see it and I sort of think to myself, oh no, I want that to be a bit closer. Then I bring it home and start using the file. Again, only file down so far. The only one you see your file marks off the edge. Okay, or I might be at work and I'm doing my edge. I've worked my edge for about 3-4 days, and then I find that my edge is too steep. Okay, so I come back home again, bang, file my face down, get it close to the edge again, get the file marks close to the edge, not right on the edge, just close to the edge. Once I'm close to the edge, grab my stone and start working it. Okay, so that's probably the last little bits and pieces that I wanted to add onto the other one. Really hope this helps some of you out there. If anyone else has got any better ideas or value that they could add to this video, can leave them in the comments. I think all of us would really appreciate it. Okay, that's about me.